Nationwide 90 FM now presents live action from the 2026 FIFA World Cup Finals.
Brought to you by our platinum sponsors, KFC, it's finger licking good. Gold sponsors, Digicel. Powered by you, connected by us. Urban Development Corporation, making development happen for you. Sagicor, wise financial thinking for life. National Road Operating and Construction Company, developing tolled roads for national development. Barita, making money work for you. Our silver sponsor, Anybet, and our bronze sponsors, Hose Assembly and Supply Limited, equipping Jamaica for success. Burger King, have it your way.
Which team you feel goes score the first goal? From all over the world, people are turn up. Unity we say, nothing couldn't hurt us. This is our game, we love the World Cup. Competition with a purpose.
Hello, good morning. We're heading for Atlanta. It's round of 32 action still at the FIFA World Cup. Good morning and welcome to Nationwide 90 FM's continuous coverage of the greatest show on earth. My name is Wayne Walker, and as ever we have with us two outstanding individuals. Always we're going to have them here to break down and to look ahead and to interact with the public as well. And we're talking about Valdin Legister, who is a former FIFA referee. Good morning, Valdin.
Good morning.
Good morning. Andrew Price needs absolutely no introduction, but I'm going to do it just for formality's sake. Andrew, good morning and welcome, bro.
Morning, Wayne. Thanks for having me. Morning, listeners and viewers.
Yes, and I mentioned we're going over to Atlanta this morning. It's an early game, England against DR Congo, and it shaped up like a David versus Goliath, but it's far from it. The DR Congo, they've really improved massively, and we're looking forward to see what they do against one of Europe's real heavy hitters in England. Once again, good morning. We want to say thank you so much again to all our sponsors. We're game set to kick off at 11 o'clock, and we want to interact with our viewers and the listeners. We got a lot of calls last night during the game between Mexico and Ecuador, and this morning we hope to hear from you. It's 876-630-9371, 876-630-9372, and it goes all the way up to 4. If you can get in a quick prediction, we'd love to have that. And if you want to call us and have a quick 1 or 2 minute link up, we can have that as well. As soon as you call, we'll put you into the system and have a chat with you. All right, it's England against the DR Congo. Valdin Legister, what do we have on our hands this morning in Atlanta?
As you would have mentioned, it's setting up to be a David versus Goliath. That's how it's setting up, but I think DR Congo will come and make a good account of themselves. I think England has what it takes to win the game, but it's not going to be an easy game.
Yeah. Well, it on paper, and given the history of both teams, it would be reasonable for one to believe it's a David versus Goliath. But if we should go by what we've seen so far at the World Cup, this DR Congo team has gotten better. It's nothing like what we saw in Mexico, Andrew, when they played us in that final qualifier to get into the World Cup. A different team at the minute. Coach Sebastien Debarre has really put together a disciplined and nicely defensive, organized unit.
Well, this is for all the marbles, as they would say proverbially. And I believe that the Congo has improved significantly since they played Jamaica in the last game. And I expect them to come out and give England a good test. This is possibly the hardest test that England would have gotten so far in the competition. And let's see if the combination that Tuchel has put together will be able to do the job today, because they want to bring it back home.
It was last home in 1966, 40 years ago. And every time England enters a tournament, all you hear is it's coming back home. Home where? And anyway, the DR Congo, as I said, they were the last team to qualify for the World Cup. They played against Jamaica in an Interconfederation tournament down in Monterrey, and they beat Jamaica by 1-0. Tuanzebe, the former Manchester United defender, got the goal. Controversially, it was, because many people believe that Jamaica should have gone to FIFA to talk about it and see what they could do about it. But it's done. Everything is over now. And they were joined in a group that many people didn't expect them to get out of. Uzbekistan, not really big heavy hitters, but they had Colombia, one of the teams that many people are impressed with at the minute. And of course, they got Portugal with Cristiano Ronaldo and his gang. They lost only to Colombia. They beat Uzbekistan quite convincingly in the last game to get into the round of 32. So it's a team that, you know, you can't take too lightly. And I mentioned their defensive solidity, 29 clean sheets in 59 games since Coach Desabre took over, and they're, as I say, a different team. So let me ask you, Valdane, did you watch the game of Jamaica and DR Congo in that?
Not the game in its entirety. I
saw highlights
bits
from
and
it.
and pieces.
Yes, but the DR Congo team, despite not being one of the real, biggies in the world of football, they have some really good players in their side. Yuan Wissa from Newcastle is one of them. There's Bakambu from Rabbits, and I've mentioned Tuanzebe, their captain also, and Mbeke is also a good one. So they've got quality in their squad.
All the teams at the World Cup have quality in their squad. And Andrew would have said it in previous games that the world is catching up. No longer you have the teams from South America or Europe that are the big teams. So coaching, education, all of these teams are exposed to these. So these small teams are considered to be small teams, are catching up and are playing good football and are competing very well. The African teams that came, 10 of them, is it 9?
10 went,
10
and 9
went.
went into the round of 32.
Exactly.
Tunisia was the only one who
So
didn't get there.
It shows that these teams are playing well and are representing well, and they should give a good account of themselves today. And if England is not careful, they might spring an upset.
Yeah. All right. It's while we're at it, let's just give you the teams that have already qualified for the round of 32. So, in fact, some of the matchups have already been confirmed as well. Canada, Morocco. So that's 2. Paraguay will take on France, and that's 2 more. Brazil will take on Norway, and Mexico, who were so convincing in at least the first 45 minutes of their game last night against Ecuador, they will take on England or DR Congo. So that would be half of the round of 16 completed today. So we have 7 teams already in the round of 16, 9 more lanes to fill, and we're going to fill 3 of them today, because following this England-DR Congo game, we've got Belgium against Senegal, and that's the second game for today. And then later on in the nightcap, it's the USA against Bosnia-Herzegovina, and a lot of people looking to see how the US team will stack up against one of the teams out of Europe, which is Bosnia-Herzegovina. England, Andrew, so far, right throughout the tournament, they've employed a 4-2-3-1 system. You expect them to change anything today?
No change. Just changing personnel. As you know, Reece James injured, so Spence will deputize for him at right back today. The only question I have is that the fitness of Saka. For Manduki to be starting, it means that there's some question about the fitness of Saka, and I guess the coach wants to protect him, not want to put him out there too early. And then Rashford, who has been looking good off the bench, has got that starting job over Gordon, who hasn't been very overwhelming since the tournament.
Yeah.
So those are just the basic changes, but England sticks with regular formation, and I believe that they have what it takes where they can continue to proceed throughout the knockout phase.
Yeah. You just mentioned Bukayo, yeah? He came into the World Cup not 100% fit because he missed a number of Arsenal's key games at the back end of the season. But there's a talk in England that while you're concerned about his injury, people are concerned about his form. They're wondering if it's the same Bukayo that they saw at the last World Cup or even after the last World Cup. They believe that his form has dipped, which is why Madueke is getting into the mix up at so many
We also
times.
have to take into consideration when a player is not at his optimum and 100%, he won't give you the same output that you would normally get from him. And I think that is the reason why Saka isn't delivering the type of performances that we're used to. But Tuchel believes that he's an important part of his wheel and definitely wants to preserve him for the remainder of the tournament, hence not pushing him.
Yeah. Valdane, Andrew just mentioned Marcus Rashford. Marcus, I don't know, he's an enigma. He splits opinion. You just never know what you're going to get with Marcus. For me, he had a good season with Barcelona.
He did.
Though they decided to overlook him and buy Gordon. For some reason, I don't know how that happened. But fine. He's a quality player. And Andrew just mentioned it. Marcus can turn up today and turn the game on its head. And then Marcus can turn up today and play absolutely nothing. So it's one day magic, next day tragic.
Football tend to be like that, and you speak of form. At times, players are in form and they get their magic, and then they might turn another game and they're not, they don't perform as expected. But it's the big times now, and big players normally turn up. He's a big player, and I expect him to turn up today.
All right, if you're joining us for the first time, welcome again to Nationwide 90 FM's live and extended coverage of the FIFA World Cup. This morning, the game we have on the schedule is England versus DR Congo to be played in Atlanta. Here it's searing in Atlanta, and the game is kicking off at this time of the morning. But then it's a four-quarter game now, yeah? So you don't worry about it. You've got a hydration break, which the Americans somehow skillfully managed. Since 1994, when they last, in fact, they were hosting the World Cup for the second time. And in 1994, when they did it, they really wanted to introduce this four-quarter thing. And it was dismissed out of hand by the great Sepp Blatter. Right?
Yes.
Or it was Joe Haviland at the time.
No, it was Sepp Blatter.
It was Sepp Blatter
Yes.
when the US hosted the World Cup?
Yes.
Why I believe it was Joe Haviland? But I defer to you, Andrew. So Sepp Blatter dismissed it out of hand. And somehow, under Uncle Donald, they managed to get it in. So, yeah. By the way, does that help or not with, the players? In
Well,
fact, whether it's help. Is it helping to influence games? Because normally a player would set his mind on 45 minutes of football before he can even get off. Now he knows that at the midway stage of the 45, he's going to get a break. Is it influencing games?
No, I don't think so. I think, to be quite honest, players are playing out there. They don't watch the clock. They just want to play and ensure that they're doing well. When the hydration break comes up, then they go towards the touchline, where they can have interaction with the technical staff, where they can tell them what they see, what they need to improve, change the momentum of the game, how to fix things. I think it's more beneficial for the technical staff more than the players, because they get an opportunity mid half of the game to make adjustments and give the players instructions without them being able to concentrate properly on the game. So it's a very unique thing for a lot of the technical staff, and some people are utilizing it very well.
And of course, the broadcasters are making money.
Oh yes,
It's
well,
like Fox in the
you know what they
USA.
say, ching ching, money has to be made.
Yeah, it's reported that Fox in the US, they're making about $239 million in commercial revenue in that hydration break segment of the show. All right, it's 10:45. We're heading for 11 o'clock in Atlanta. We're going to go for a break, and when we come back, we'll continue to build up to this massive game. It's a big game. It's a round of 32 game. It's, win or bust, and you just never know in these one-off games what may or can happen. England against DR Congo is what we have on the plate. When we come back, we'll continue our build-up.
This is the greatest show the world has ever known. Monday, my baller. Monday, my baller.
Fill all your prescriptions, get cosmetics and other pharmaceutical items at Mannings Hill Pharmacy, located at 34A Mannings Hill Road, Kingston. Telephone 924-6280. At Mannings Hill Pharmacy, they stock all the hard-to-get medication. The time by Mannings Hill Pharmacy is
10:46.
A voice, a personality you love returns to Nationwide this August. Afternoons on air and online at Nationwide will never be the same.
I just wanna have fun. So me send me a gold magnum. $700 give you one. That me need when the bass turn up. Magnum, the champion of dancehall. Must be 18 years or older to drink. Drink responsibly.
Your personal information matters. With a secure national identification card, only the information needed to confirm your identity is collected and protected. Only what is essential for your identity record. You control when and how your information is used. Feel safe. Feel secure. NERA. Safeguarding your identity. Securing your future. One secure identity.
Win with KFC, big league, join the league. Win a trip to Brazil, all you mean? Big deal, meal deal, big match. Just buy KFC and win that. From now until July 20th, 2026, buy a big deal or meal deal for a chance to win a trip for two to Brazil. Courtesy of KFC, that's $500,000 cash from Best Dressed Chicken. 11 weekly winners score free KFC for a year. 65-inch TVs, smartphones, and more. Just WhatsApp your receipt to 876-784-7811 to enter and win big in the KFC Big League. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58 of the Betting Gaming and Lotteries.
Commercial space is for you. Parks and attractions for you. Housing and residential developments for you. Beautiful rental properties for you. Improving quality of life through infrastructure development across Jamaica for you. The Urban Development Corporation, making development happen for you. Brought to you by the Urban Development Corporation.
UGC for you.
This station raised me. It gave me a voice. And if Nationwide has ever meant something to you, come on in. Join the Nationwide 90 FM Family Club today on Patreon.
You're listening to Nationwide 90 FM's FIFA World Cup 2026 coverage. This broadcast is proudly brought to you by our FIFA World Cup sponsors, KFC, It's Finger Licking Good, Digicel, powered by you, connected by us, Urban Development Corporation, making development happen for you, Sagicor, wise financial thinking for life, National Road Operating and Construction Company, developing tolled roads for national development, Barita, making money work for you, Anybet, your best bet, Hose Assembly and Supply Limited, equipping Jamaica for success. Burger King, have it your way. Nationwide 90 FM's World Cup coverage, bringing you every match, every goal, and every moment wherever you are.
Welcome back to our build-up to England against Congo. You're here at the epicenter of the coverage of World Cup in Jamaica, Nationwide 90 FM. And as I mentioned, we have 7 teams already booking tickets to the round of 16. We're filling out 9 more. 3 will be filled out today, and we're starting with the one at 11 o'clock in Atlanta, and that's England against Congo. England won their group. The Congo, they finished their 3rd. They needed a double from Yohan Wissa to beat Uzbekistan by 3-2 in that crucial final game in the group to get into the round of 32. They're here now, and it's a hero now from them. As I said, they've looked at a totally different team, the DR Congo. England is England. They're always going to be one of the top teams. They got to the semifinals in Qatar, did they not? And they won to the last 2 finals of the Euros. So they're real bona fide heavy hitters of world football. And of course, most of the players we see week in, week out plying their trade in the English Premiership. Yohan Wissa from Newcastle United. Did he play against us? No, he didn't play against Jamaica. He was still recovering from injury. I think he was in the squad.
No, he played in the
game.
He
did? He came back?
Yes,
right, there you go. And so he's one of not just their top players, but he's one of the top strikers in this World Cup coming out of the Premier League. Very, very good player. He's been chased by a number of the top teams. Injury set him back a bit. But when he's fit and on song, and he's showing it here at the World Cup, they've scored 4 goals. He's got 3 of them. He's going to be the linchpin today, and he knows the English defense set up very well. So that could make it a little easier for him.
Yes, it should. He's used to the English style of play, and that will help him. It's left up to discipline. It's going to be left up to him being patient, and when he gets the opportunity, use it as best as possible.
Yeah. We mentioned Reece. He's out because he's injured. They bring up Jeb Spence is in?
Yes, Jeb Spence is starting.
How does that change the dynamic? Because we saw him in the game against Ghana, and I'm not sure that he distinguished himself. In fact, a lot of people are wondering in England, how did he get into the squad? But he coming in for Reece in such a crucial and pivotal stage of the tournament, does that sort of change the dynamic, or England as a system where once you come in, you settle into it?
I think I won't look into the last game too hard and mark him too hard. He was actually playing left back in that game. He's that versatile. I think he's a better right back than left back. So today he'll be playing right back, and O'Reilly from Manchester City will be playing at left back.
That's so Nico.
Yeah, Nico. So they're more balanced there. The combination of Ngoyo and Gay have been very good and very stable. Stones can't get into the team right now. So defensively they're very good, with a leader like Pickford in the goal. They're very sound, and I believe that they should be able to take care of the Republic of Congo's team. But where I think Congo has a lot of strength, and people are not talking about it, is their defensive makeup. You know, they have good players. Wan-Bissaka, very good defensive. Yeah, and Tunzebe, very good. And the good thing about these players, they play week in, week out with a lot of these players in the EPL. So they're very familiar with them and know the nuances of what they'll do to try and get them off their game. So it's going to be an intriguing matchup.
Yeah. England is going to find them very difficult to break down for sure, because as I said before, under their coach, he's put together a strong defensive organization. They're a defense first team, so much so their average possession in the tournament is 38.89, and England 65.65, which is only second to Spain, who was 70.89. So England is going to find a team that's very, very, very difficult to break down. Gentlemen, we've been told that we're ready to now head over to Atlanta to join our commentators for this big game, England against DR Congo. Remind you, the winner of this game will take on Mexico on Sunday. What a game. Can you get a ticket to go into the Azteca? Worse if it's England. It's a mouth-watering prospect we're looking forward to. But I'm sure DR Congo is saying, really? There are two teams on the field today. Why do you think it's automatically England? We're just going to watch and see how things unfold. We're heading over to Atlanta at the minute to join our commentators. Let's do so now, and we'll see you at halftime.
best bet. Hose Assembly and Supply Limited, equipping Jamaica for success. Burger King, have it your way. Nationwide 90 FM's World Cup coverage, bringing you every match, every goal, and every moment wherever you are.
So, a 28-year-old man, Brian Kimbella Sipenga, born in capital city Kinshasa, and wow, he plays for UD Almeria in Spain. He has given DR Congo a crucial 1-0 lead over England in this round of 32 clash-up in Atlanta. Welcome to our halftime show here on Nationwide 90 FM. I'm Wayne Walker, and as ever, I have Andrew Price and the Valdin Legister with me. The Congo team took the lead on minute 7. Their captain, Chancel Mbemba, flicked the ball over into the central area of the box, and Sipenga was quickest to react, and England were down 1-0. In fact, it could have been so much worse for them, because Johan Wissa, who knows all these English defenders only too well, he got a sitter, really? How did he miss that? One of the misses of the World Cup so far. It could have been 2-0 and could have been very, very, very detrimental to England's chances of advancing to the round of 16. They still got 45 minutes to get it right, but the Congo, as we suspected, are proving very, very, very difficult to break down. Their goalkeeper involved in at least, as Valdin Legislature just pointed out to me, in at least four point-blank range saves. And we're going to turn it over now to Valdin and Andrew Price. Let's start with you, Andrew. You were just, extolling the virtues of the African goalkeepers at this particular tournament. They've all really, really turned up big. Even those who have left us, they turned up big, and they've made a lasting impression on the World Cup. But let's put the goalkeeper aside and give credit where credit is due to Sipenga for capitalizing on that opportunity and giving Congo the lead.
Definitely, without a doubt. We expected Congo to play in this fashion where they would sit in a low block, defend well, and whenever they get their opportunity, they would counter. And that goal came as a result of a counter. And the problem is, where was Drew Spence? Where was he? He was left alone on the back post, and Sipenga hit the ball, but we still have to question Pickford.
Yes.
That goal scoring on his near post. That's a cardinal sin.
He has one of those in him, He carries one of those in every game.
Well, he gave up one today, and definitely now England is chasing the game as a result of that.
Yes. Well, then, let's just piggyback on what he just said. So England now chasing the game. How are they going to react to it? Because we've seen the reaction since they conceded. They've got 1 or 2 opportunities. Harry Kane, the goal-scoring machine, was left, free in the area at one stage. I was wondering how the Congo defenders allow a player like him to be free. You feel England is going to create chances in the second half. But how much of a change in dynamic, have to deal with? Because I'm sure they would have come with a particular plan that has been ripped up by the Congo. What does England do?
One thing for sure, England cannot afford to start as slowly as they did in the first half, because of that, the Congolese hit them on the back foot and got the go-ahead goal. England did come into the game, they started to play well, got some chances, but again, the goalkeeper came up big and kept them in the game. What they have to do the second half is to come out guns fire blazing. And if they don't do that, then there are going to be some trouble. But that can also spell trouble.
Yes.
Because
leave themselves open.
As you see, Congo is not afraid to attack.
No.
And when they attack well. So it should have been 2-0, but fortunately for the England fans, it's still 1.
Yeah. Andrew, what that lead has also done for DR Congo, and then the more the game went on without England conceding, is that they've become more confident.
Belief. They have more belief now, Wayne. And after getting that goal, we see so many occasions where they counter-pressed the England team after winning the ball and went transition straight to attack. And if luck wasn't on England's side, they could have been down by more, because the Congolese are definitely going at them when they get the opportunity. There's a lot of belief in that team. I can't get over the fact that Wissa missed that chance where he hit the post inside the 6-yard box. Him alone, as we would say in Jamaica, him alone on God, and he hit the post. And England are very lucky going into halftime. Only one nil down.
Any changes for you?
Definitely. I think they need some creativity in midfield.
Who are they going to get it from? Who?
Well, you could bring in Meano, bring him in. You could also bring in a Saka. But definitely, things looks very stagnant. And the only way to open up this Congolese team is to hit them down the flanks. And I don't think we're getting enough from Manduke and Rashford on the flanks. So I would think that Tuchel will have to look at bringing in some other wingers to see if he can get some penetration down the flank, see if he can get some entry balls into the middle of the park where we can service Kane. Because Kane is not getting a lot of service.
You just get the impression, Valdin, just looking at the performance in the first 45 minutes, that if not Kane, then where is England's goal going to come from?
I'm not sure. The coach is going to have to look to see what he has and just pick someone. As it is, Kane, as Andrew said, is not getting enough service. So obviously the wingers are not as effective as they should be. I don't know what to say, but England, they have to find someone somewhere somehow.
The spark that England needs and the creativity that England needs, that you're so calling for, I think rests in Brendan Rodgers.
That's a good possibility also. But the good thing about his bench, the England coach should know that he has the type of players who can come on and change a game. It depends on what point in the second half does he make that decision to throw out the entire kitchen sink.
Yeah, so if you take Brendan Rodgers, because I'm expecting Brendan to come, if you need creativity, that player can spark the team into life. Who now does he take off? Because you're looking at Jude, you're looking at Declan.
Well, at this point in time, I don't think you need a double pivot central midfield in Anderson and Rice. So one of them would have to be sacrificed.
I'll take on this note and bring in Brendan Rodgers if you need somebody to spark the team into
Morgan
life.
Rodgers, yes.
Morgan
I'd bring
Rodgers
him in. Yeah.
Brendan
Saka
Liverpool.
could be the man. Saka could be the man.
Yeah. I think they, as Andrew said, they need something in midfield.
Yes.
And also on the flank where Madueke is giving us very little.
Yeah.
So a double change in Morgan and Bukayo for Anderson and Madueke probably could work.
Let's see how deliberate the coach is and see if these changes are made at the halftime break, or he waits until about the 60th minute around the hydration break to make those changes if he doesn't get a goal. If I was in his shoes right now,
You do it right away.
I would make these changes at
Right
halftime.
away.
That's right.
Yeah. You don't want to give Congo any more confidence going.
No,
if
not at
you
all.
say let's wait until the 70th minute, because we heard from Nagelsmann yesterday, he said they were waiting. No, it's not Nagelsmann. The Brazilian coach Ancelotti, when they asked him about Neymar, he said he spoke with Neymar and told him that he was going to come into the game at the 65th or 68th minute. And he said when it reached that time and he looked out there and see how the team was playing, he said, "But Neymar, I can't change that. I promise you, but the organization is nice. Things are working out. I can't bring you in again."
You have to watch the flow of the game, and the coaches have to watch the ebb and flow. And even if you have a plan to bring in an individual at a certain time, if the team is playing well, why change it?
Yes.
Yeah.
There you go. All right, we're right upon midday. We're in the halftime show of the game between DR Congo and England in Atlanta, where the Central Africans, leading by 1-0. A good goal from Brian Sepenga, the 28-year-old from UD Almeria in Spain, has given them the lead. They really and truly should have been by 2-0 up going into that break, because Johan Wissa, the miss of the tournament for me, he was right there on Pickford's doorstep with Pickford at his mercy, and somehow the ball didn't go in. But they still have got another 45 minutes to go. Let's go for a break, and when we come back, we'll talk a bit more before heading back over to Atlanta for this game.
This is the greatest show the world has ever known. Mandema Bala, Mandema Bala. Hey, turn up to 25. Turn up to 25. Could I drive out fresh in a MG ride with a staycation all inclusive flex? Yeah. I touch a million cash. Yes. Smart TV, PS5, and home upgrade.
Turn up your winnings this summer with Digicel. Sign up or switch to postpaid or Digicel Plus. Buy a SIM. Top up with 5 bills or more. Buy a 7-day plan or higher. A smartphone deal or just pay your bill. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act. Promotion period June 24 to September 5, 2026. Visit DigicelJamaica.com for terms and conditions.
And when this for the match day, whole team there when the fans say Biggie Box. Match day and we have the food, yeah. Biggie Box. We rep the same team and Wendy's FC every match day. Wendy's Biggie Box. Get ready for the match with a Wendy's Biggie Box. Get a Dave's classic or a spicy chicken sandwich or a grilled chicken sandwich or a classic chicken sandwich plus 4 nuggets, a medium fries and a drink, all in one box. No matter which team you cheer for the summer, make it a Wendy's Biggie Box. Wendy's Biggie Box. We rep the same team and Wendy's FC every match day. Wendy's Biggie Box.
Skip the ordinary gifts for Dad this year. Give him the gift of future growth with a CIBC Caribbean fixed deposit account. Open a fixed deposit account and invest in a secure future for the father figure in your life. You can make deposits for birthdays, holidays, and special occasions. Fixed deposits offer returns and growth. Act now. Deposit $250,000 or more and you'll receive a hardware store gift voucher for Dad. Open your account today at CIBC Caribbean. Conditions apply.
Who wants something really nice, thanks out, please. Burger King, new cheesy fries, cheese and peas. Who wants something really nice, thanks out, please. BK, new cheesy fries, cheese and peas. Cheese and peas, man, I like. I got to say, when me taste the new cheesy fries, just 5 bills with creamy cheese sauce. Or load it up your way, you are the boss. Everybody sing this part. Hey. Who wants something really nice, thanks out, please. BK, new cheesy fries, cheese and peas.
Get the new cheesy fries, limited time only at Burger King. Are your pots getting black? Stove burners need changing? Visit Domestic and Commercial Appliance Spares Limited, Regal Plaza, Old Hope Road, Kingston. The place where you can get almost everything for cooking, refrigeration, and laundry repairs. That's Domestic and Commercial Appliance Spares Limited. For more information, call or WhatsApp us at 876-445-2895. Call directly at 876-968-5104 or visit our website at www.dcappliancespares.com.
Campari, Red Passion. 3 bills that are for your drink and 18 bills for the floss. Aye, they are the bar, just get a text. Buy for your link up, she want make a flex. Buy a Campari, you know what's next. Ashley, I call up, wifey don't vex. Head to your nearest community bar and get your Campari for the recommended drink price of $300 for a drink and $1,800 for the flask. Campari, Red Passion. Must be 18 years or older to drink. Drink responsibly.
A voice you love returns home. This August, afternoons on Nationwide, on air and online will never be the same.
Hey, turn up to 25. Turn up to 25. Could I drive out fresh in a MG ride with a staycation all inclusive flex? Yeah. I touch a million cash. Yes. Smart TV, PS5, and home upgrade.
Turn up your winnings this summer with Digicel. Sign up or switch to postpaid or Digicel Plus. Buy a SIM. Top up with 5 bills or more. Buy a 7-day plan or higher. A smartphone deal or just pay your bill. Authorized under Section 58.3 of the Betting, Gaming and Lotteries Act. Promotion period June 24 to September 5, 2026. Visit DigicelJamaica.com for terms and conditions.
Who wants something really nice, thanks out, please. Burger King, new cheesy fries, cheese and peas. Who wants something really nice, thanks out, please. BK, new cheesy fries, cheese and peas. Cheese and peas, man, I like. I got to say, when me taste the new cheesy fries, just 5 bills with creamy cheese sauce. Or load it up your way, you are the boss. Everybody sing this part. Hey. Who wants something really nice, thanks out, please. BK, new cheesy fries, cheese and peas.
Get the new cheesy fries, limited time only at Burger King.
You're listening to Nationwide 90 FM's FIFA World Cup 2026 coverage. This broadcast is proudly brought to you by our FIFA World Cup sponsors, KFC, it's finger licking good, Digicel, powered by you, connected by us, Urban Development Corporation, making development happen for you, Sagicor, wise financial thinking for life, National Road Operating and Construction Company, developing tolled roads for national development, Barita, making money work for you, Anybet, your best bet, Hose Assembly and Supply Limited, equipping Jamaica for success. Burger King, have it your way. Nationwide 90 FM's World Cup coverage, bringing you every match, every goal, and every moment wherever you are.
Okay, so the players have, they've come back out onto the field. They've re-emerged from their respective dressing rooms. So we only have time just for 1 point, and we have to ask Valdine Legister about that incident involving the England captain Harry Kane before we head back over to Atlanta. Valdine?
Well, in that incident, we saw Harry Kane made a heavy touch, so the ball went away from him. He realized that, and then he dragged the foot, one, and then he carried his right foot, I think, into the left foot to also make contact. And then when he got close to the goalkeeper, he realized that the goalkeeper was going to come, and then he initiated the contact. So for me, it's an excellent call from the referee. And if you realize there was no VAR,
Right.
he was not called to the monitor, so they saw it and realized that Harry Kane would have tried to pull something, but it didn't work.
Thank you very much, Valdin Ledges. So let's head back over to Atlanta for the second half. We'll see you at the end of the game. them. But I really feel it for the DR Congo. And we look at their story and how they got to the World Cup. You've got to feel so badly for them. All right, we're gonna engage our callers and our listeners or viewers. Tell us what you think about this. I mean, England keeps saying it's coming home. It doesn't matter if they're playing for a teacup. They tell you it's coming home. All right. With us at 876-63-9371. That's 876-630-9371. And it goes all the way up to 4. Call us and tell us what you think about the performance of the DR Congo, of England, of any other team at the World Cup for that matter. Is your team still in the World Cup? Is Michael Olise the best player at the World Cup so far, which many people believe? So many things we can talk about and get it there. So now that they've gotten past the DR Congo, they're heading now to Mexico. You'd love to be Mexico City on Sunday, wouldn't you?
Yes, that is a game for all seasons. It's a daunting task, but I'm sure if any team is up for it to play Mexico in Mexico, it would be England. And it's going to be an exciting game. I can surely anticipate that game is going to be an exciting game. The difference between two different philosophies, two different cultures, it's going to provide a joy for a football lover.
They rarely meet, you know. They
Yes,
rarely meet.
Rarely.
And then so Sunday is going to be a big one. Congo, you have to feel it for them. I mean, if you're a football fan, when you look at their story, you know, you want teams, you know, stories like this to continue as the tournament go on. But also FIFA wants the big teams to stay in as well because it means, you know, financial, you know, the windfall for them. But the Congo, when you look at how they've performed at this World Cup and the story coming to the World Cup, you can't help but feeling sorry for them.
Yes, we did speak about the David and Goliath situation, and people always like the David situation. Unfortunately, this time it did not happen. But they put up a good show. No fault of theirs. England was just much better than them, so they came out winners. But yeah, you have to feel it for Congo.
Andrew, England wanted to have the bench, you think? Or went it through their coach?
Yes, definitely. And as I've said throughout this entire World Cup, the hydration breaks are very important. We had visuals where we saw Tuchel actually speaking to the players, remonstrating, telling Rice, look, you're going to have to play a role for me. You're going to have to play right back. I'm going to bring on Eze. You have to play right back. I want you to link with Saka, try and get some inroads down that flank. And you saw it work to perfection. And, you know, the substitutions that he made, they all worked in the favor of England. And definitely, like I said, coaches are using the hydration break to make tactical changes because they're observing, and it's an opportunity to get the entire team together and tell them exactly how you want them to play. And it worked in the favor of England today.
Yeah. And Valdin, the officials, nothing to report. You thought they did a good job?
Again, the officials are doing really well. Really well. So, kudos to them.
Good. All right, so we're in the post-game segment of the England game. We're going to go over now to Atlanta for an interview.
That game, we created chances after chances.
In talking about the brilliance of the DR Congo goalkeeper, but England kept pushing and they trying to blow the house down, and they eventually found the code to unlock that brilliance of the DR Congo goalkeeper. You hear what he said? Kane, it's the best he's seeing him, and he's getting better. That's ominous news for Mexico. And then I'm sure the Mexican coach Javier Aguirre will definitely be putting his strategy together as well to combat that. I mean, we're going to go for a break now, but we'll continue when we come back with our post-game analysis of the England victory over DR Congo, and hopefully we'll take one or two of your calls if you are online.
This is the greatest show the world has ever known. Man, them a baller. Man, them a baller. Them make them nation proud. Them play and please the crowd. Man, them a baller.
A voice, a personality you love returns to Nationwide this August. Afternoons on air and online at Nationwide will never be the same.
Jamaica. Our identity is more than just a name. It's who we are. The National ID card helps Jamaicans confirm who they are, access government services, and unlock new opportunities and prove your identity with confidence. Enroll today and be part of building a stronger, more connected Jamaica. Your ID, your identity. NERA, proudly serving Jamaica. One secure identity.
Win with KFC, big league, join the league. Win a trip to Brazil, oh you mean? Big deal, meal deal, big match. Just buy KFC and win that. From now until July 20th, 2026, buy a big deal or meal deal for a chance to win a trip for two to Brazil. Courtesy of KFC, that's $500,000 cash from Best Dressed Chicken. 11 weekly winners score free KFC for a year. 65-inch TVs, smartphones, and more. Just WhatsApp your receipt to 876-784-7811 to enter and win big in the KFC Big League. Conditions apply. Authorized under Section 58 of the Betting Gaming and Lotteries.
I just wanna have fun. So me send me a gold magnum. $700 give you one. That me need when the bass turn up. Magnum, the champion of dancehall. Must be 18 years or older to drink. Drink responsibly.
From the farmers in the fields, to the bakers who prepare it, to the teams that deliver every day. Juicy is built by Jamaicans. To our partners, thank you for standing with us. Juicy Patties, serious Jamaican food.
Commercial spaces for you. Parks and attractions for you. Housing and residential developments for you. Beautiful rental properties for you. Improving quality of life through infrastructure development across Jamaica for you. The Urban Development Corporation, making development happen for you. Brought to you by the Urban Development Corporation.
UDC for you.
Every we need a rear. Rear room for JA. Win a big screen TV or a phone and tablet for your Grand Prix. Rear room, mix it up in a cup. Win a prize, everybody link up. Rear room, mix it up in a cup. Ball game, everybody link up. Football time in a rain or shine. Watch your favorite team and score on the line. Pretty big game, rear room in a cup. Celebration time, rear room, we think up. Watch the game with the official spirit of football. Rear room, a rare nephew full culture. Must be 18 years old to drink responsibly.
Man, them a baller. Man, them a baller.
You're listening to Nationwide 90 FM's FIFA World Cup 2026 coverage. This broadcast is proudly brought to you by our FIFA World Cup sponsors. KFC, it's finger licking good. Digicel, powered by you, connected by us. Urban Development Corporation, making development happen for you. Sagicor, wise financial thinking for life. National Road Operating and Construction Company, developing tolled roads for national development. Barita, making money work for you. Anybet, your best bet. Hose Assembly and Supply Limited, equipping Jamaica for success. Burger King, have it your way. Nationwide 90 FM's World Cup coverage, bringing you every match, every goal, and every moment wherever you are.
From all over the world, people that turn up. Unity, we say, nothing couldn't hurt us. This is our game, we love the World Cup.
So on the day that it emerged that Barcelona have shown interest in signing Harry Kane from the Bundesliga champions Bayern Munich, he produced something heroic in Atlanta and bringing England across the line and into the round of 16 at the World Cup for a crunch date with Mexico on Sunday in the Azteca Stadium. So Harry Kane on the double, the first England player to score a double in a game since 1990, and that was in Italy in 1990. And England are through, And so one more team into the round of 16. So it's 2, 4, 6, 8. So half of the brackets have been filled out, another half. And so 2 more round of 16 spots will be filled before the end of business today. Senegal against the Belgium. That game will come your way at 3 o'clock. We'll be back on here at 2:30 to build up to that game. And then a little later on at 7 o'clock over in Washington, I think it is, the USA will take on Bosnia Herzegovina. So 2 of the CONCACAF teams are already through. In fact, 2 of the 3 host countries are already through. We look to see what the USA will do a little later on this evening. So England coming very, very close. As I say, they were trailing up to 73 minutes. They were trailing at DR Congo. What does this World Cup say about the future of football in Africa? Not just being there, but the performance that these African teams continue to produce. When people used to say, give them time, they'll go. They'll just bow out of the World Cup after the group stage, or if they happen to go into the next round, they're going to go early. We're not seeing that. We're seeing gutsy performances like the one from DR Congo. How does that change the dynamic of, the way people see football in Africa?
Well, you always say the best dress rehearsal is going out there and actually doing it. And the African teams have shown it. I mean, when you look at a confederation sends 10 teams and 9 go to the knockout phase, it sends a message. It sends a message to the world that the gap is closing, teams are improving, players are improving, coaching education is improving, infrastructure development is improving, and it shows that with the global village that we have out there, the gap is closing between the minnows and the traditional teams. And definitely we saw it on play today. For 77 minutes, they had the more fancied England team on the run. And, it's a tribute to where the Republic of Congo came from to actually be at the World Cup. They had to go through continental playoffs. They had to beat Jamaica to book their place. And they have improved tremendously since that Jamaica game. This isn't the team that played Jamaica. This team was leaps and bounds better. They have improved. Their players gave 100% today. And there's no shame in the game.
Yeah. Well, they also had to be quarantined for 2 weeks in the USA because of the Ebola outbreak in Central Africa. Well, in DR Congo, but, in wider Central Africa. And just this morning, Johan Wissa, there was a story that came out with him. And he was talking about the war that's going on in his country, because the DR Congo, the segments in the country always having some conflict. And he said, listen, look at where we are today. And I wear the shirt of this country proudly, and we're hoping that we're making a difference back home. And it's when you reflect on those words and those sort of stories that you sort of start to feel a bit sorry for them, not just as a football team going home, but because what they do here, how positively it impacts people back in their war-torn country, and a country that's fighting the Ebola outbreak as well. It's not good being in the DR Congo at the minute, and these football players were the hope that they were looking to shine. I mean, they've shone positive light on the country, but you just hope that it would have gone on. But then again, this is the World Cup. You come there to play football, and if you're not better than the team that you're in front of, you're going to be heading home. All right. I suppose when you look at the England team, they've been living on the edge. Yes, they won their group, but I don't think they've been out and out impressive. I don't think they've blown anybody away. Yeah, but it is England. They have quality. At any moment, they can pop up. Look at what Kane did today. But as football fans, we want to see it almost every time they play. And because of our so close attachment to them, because we watch the English Premier League every week, we want to see them do it. But the England team has not really been brilliant at this World Cup. Would you agree?
The football experts might say to you, a win is a win. You don't have to be impressive at all times, as long as you win. And I think as they go on in the competition, they will improve. They must improve, especially the fact that they are going to now meet Mexico. They have to improve. So being impressive at all times is not necessary. They are getting the job done, and that is what matters at this point.
All right, I'm going to ask Andrew Price to give us the statistics coming out of this game in terms of the ball possession and so on. But before we do that, let's repeat the numbers for you. We're going to be here for another 9 or so minutes. So it's 630-9371, 630-9372, 630-9373, and 630-9374. All right, Andrew, what's the statistics?
Well, when you look at the possession ratio, England had 60% possession to Congo's 40. When you look at the shot ratio, England had 16 shots to Congo's 80. In dangerous attacks, England had 92 to Congo's 29. And England had the lead also in corners, where they had 5 corners to Congo's 3.
The ball possession percentages,
60-40.
That's an average, because they're 65. They're averaging 65. Only Spain possessed the ball more than England in this World Cup, and Spain is 70.03. So it's just about average. So England, what they came out today and do was what they've been doing since the start of the World Cup.
Just doing it under pressure, under severe pressure from the Congolese team, because I thought England had good possession. They moved the ball around a lot. But it's when the ball was turned over now, you saw the transition from the Democratic Republic of Congo team now come to the fore, where they put England under the cosh. But they weathered the storm and they dodged a bullet today. They move on to Mexico. They're still in the game. So, you know, credit to them to show that resilience after going behind at halftime to come back out in the second half, and led by their talismanic captain, Harry Kane, came up with 2 goals to put England into the round of 16.
Yeah. Valdin, one of the things I've noticed from this World Cup, you know, and on the back of what Harry Kane did today, the big name strikers in this particular World Cup have shown up better than they have in any other World Cup before. You probably have 2 or 3 doing it at different World Cups. There are like 6 doing it now, and the golden ball race is heating up.
Yes, the race is on. Kane is up there, Mbappe is up there, and definitely Messi is up there, and we have the others coming. But the big names, yes, they are showing up. It's their World Cup. They have something to prove, and I think they are doing just that at this World Cup.
Yes. All right, so again, if you're joining us for the first time, Brian Sepenga was the man who gave DR Congo the lead. It seemed as if it was forever. 7 minutes into the game, and they held that lead until minute number 74, when the defense finally gave way, and it gave way to arguably the best pure striker in the world at the moment, Harry Kane. He's so dominant. In Germany, he scored like 60 goals a season, and it's just class. And you know what the good things about Harry Kane is that he scores goals wherever he goes. He guarantees you goals, and England is so lucky to have him. And Andrew, I asked the question. All right, let's go to Faithful before we come to Andrew. Faithful, good afternoon. How are you doing?
Yes, good afternoon. I called you yesterday that England was the team that England was the team that I wanted to win the World Cup.
Mm-hmm.
And for the better part of today, I was sweating badly because I thought that DRC almost have it.
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah.
Yeah, if it was. When did England win in the 75th minute?
74th, 75th, right about there.
Boy, that was hard when you know that team that you cannot absolutely count out no team. And if one got to confess and speak the truth, well, the African are really represented in this World Cup more than any other time before.
Yes, they're doing well. They're doing really well. And for the first time, we've got 10 African teams there because, of course, the expansion of the tournament.
And I think the game tomorrow with your side and the side from Africa, it could be very tricky.
You mean the Cape Verde against Argentina?
It could be very tricky.
Yeah, it could. I mean, it's a World Cup. You see, knockout football. The group stages, you can do what you want. You see, knockout football, you take no chances with it. Anything can happen. It's a one shot.
That's it about the game today with England and who who were betting against the Congo were going to score so early in the game and what position for so long.
Yes.
Nobody was betting that. Nobody that was betting that they would not be truthful.
This is the World Cup, man. And as I say, when it get into this stage of the game, I mean, who would have thought that Paraguay would be here? They finished third in their group and were very, very underwhelming. You have right. Who would have thought so?
And what I'm looking out for now, I want to see if America can keep the momentum going with Canada, Uganda, and Mexico too. I want to find out how good America is to scale up to win their side.
Well, at 7 o'clock tonight, you'll join to find that out because they're playing Bosnia Herzegovina.
Yeah, and to see out of the three host nations, which of them can carry the furthest.
Yeah. Well, at the moment, Canada, they're going to be up against Morocco. Mexico will play England. And we'll wait on the USA tonight. But so far, so good for CONCACAF. And as you mentioned, the Africans are doing well. It's been a nice World Cup, you know. It's a very nice World Cup.
Yep, yes. Believe me, Will, it's surpassed my expectation, believe me.
What were you expecting?
Well, based on the upfield, uproar and what took place with Trump and upfield, I did expect downside to that more negative connotation. But when the game started, it seemed like everybody thinking about upfield and how they turn by the Somali referee and all what took place outside. Well,
once the first whistle blew at the World Cup, everything was going to have to take a back. This is the world. Put it this way: this is the only thing in the world that upstage everything in the world.
True.
Which is why the sporting organizations around the world try not to schedule anything when the World Cup is going on. A man scored a double century for West Indies the other day. It's to them, you know.
Yeah.
West Indies women reach a semi-final of the T20.
A lot of things you just don't know. You don't compete to the World Cup. You just don't do it. So with all the goings on coming into the tournament, we knew this was going to happen. It's the World Cup, bro.
And to add to it again on the participation of the supporter. There's hardly any team, you know, in America that doesn't have a support, you know.
Once it's in the USA, you're going to find support for all the teams. They didn't need people to come into the US for the stadiums to full.
Well, that's true. Yeah. Come on. Guy, good going, and I think you guys are doing a wonderful job.
Thank you very much, brother. Thank you very much. Happy you're enjoying it.
Yeah, man.
All right. So, we've come to the end of our post-game show for the England versus DR Congo game. England winning by 2-1, a brace from their talismanic captain, Harry Kane, cancelling out long ago the goal scored by Brian Sepenga on minute 7 to give the Central Africans the lead. So, we're going to take our break now, go get some lunch, because we've got to be back here in an hour to build up for the Belgium versus Senegal game. When we come back at 2:30, we'll be talking extensively on that game and looking ahead as we get ready to go over to the United States for another round of 32 game. All right? So on behalf of Andrew and, of course, Valdane, we're going to go to lunch now and come back at 2:30 for more coverage of World Cup football here on Nationwide 90 FM.
Nationwide 90 FM has just presented action from the 2026 FIFA World Cup Finals.
Brought to you by our platinum sponsors, KFC, it's finger licking good. Gold sponsors, Digicel. Powered by you, connected by us. Urban Development Corporation, making development happen for you. Sagicor, wise financial thinking for life. National Road Operating and Construction Company, developing tolled roads for national development. Barita, making money work for you. Our silver sponsor, Anybet, and our bronze sponsors, Hose Assembly and Supply Limited, equipping Jamaica for success. Burger King, have it your way.
Same time I hear all the fans them go. Game time now cause the referee blow. Excitement from the leather star row. Which team you feel gon' score the first goal? From all over the world people are turn up. Unity we say, nothing couldn't hurt us. This is our game, we love the World Cup. Competition with a purpose. Man them a baller, man them a baller. This is the greatest show the world has ever known. Man them a baller, man them a baller. Them make them nation proud, them play and please the crowd. Man them a baller, man them a baller.
A voice you love returns home. this August, afternoons on Nationwide, on air and online will never be the same.
Win KFC, big league, join the league. We not chip to Brazil, oh you mean?